Often parents find it very difficult to have a meaningful conversation with their kids, and sometimes it frustrates parents to get their child talking, to have some meaningful output of the conversation. So this is just a helpful mnemonic for you to remember and a mental checklist for you to when you're having a conversation with your child. It's called T.H.I.N.K. It's not quite literally think, but yeah, each one has its own attributes which you could just follow when you're trying to have a meaningful conversation with your child. P stands for truthful. So you just basically ask yourself, the conversation that you're about to have, is it based on true facts, or is it something that you've exaggerated and manipulated to get the conversation started? So that's essential, that the facts that you're going to talk to your kid is based on some evidence and truthfulness rather than exaggerating. Say example, if the child, you tell the child, you're overusing the phone, which is so generic, and you don't have really facts about it. You could say, I've seen you using the phone for 2 hours. H, which stands for, is it helpful? Sometimes all truthful things might not be helpful. For example, you call this child lazy, which is often demeaning, and it kind of breaks the relationship that you have with him rather than actually being helpful. So try having a conversation which is more constructive rather than destroying the relationship of an aspect. I is inspiring. So we often believe children don't really get what we are trying to say, and they don't really follow what we're trying to say. But we often forget the power of words, the power of words that we have, and the influence that it can have on children. So always try focusing the conversations about what a child could be rather than what a child is not. The next element is N, that is the conversation that you're going to have with your child necessary at that point of the time? It might not be the right time when the child is in the right frame of mind to have a conversation with you. So timing would determine how the conversation would even proceed further. Say example, you would at that point of the time you would want to bring out all the old stuff that the child has done, probably is not performed well on the exam, or it could be that he hasn't eaten his food, which sometimes again you need to ask yourself, is it really necessary to have that conversation at that point of the time? The last element is K, that's being kind. So ask yourself, are you being kind in your words that you're going to use with your child? So as a kid, I loved eating ice creams, and I absolutely hated the way people used to tell me not to eat. Similarly, it's just ask yourself, is that how you would want to be told, the things that you're not supposed to do, or what you like and people don't want you to do it? So be kind and considerate in your words. It's just not the words, it's also the mannerism and the way you speak to a child.